Hi everybody. I'm back just to give you a little overview of how I've used the background buildings in and around my Union Station area back here. I've used a mixture of both 3D printed and flats. The flats being from trackside flats, which are basically on, if I remember right, 1/4 inch thick or less, maybe even it's an eighth. It's the thinner poster board that you can get at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And then we also have some from PTF Designs. They actually add a LED to theirs. So theirs are, I think, about 1/2 inch thick. And I can only use them in certain places. But I'm going to show those to you today and the overall view of the Union Station area. Now, the reason I call it Union Station and not Kansas City Union Station is because I can't really replicate everything that's truly there or was there back during the transition era that I model. So, for example, about where the train sign is, you should see the World War I memorial that's up on a hill up there, but no one makes one, so either in a picture or for real. And it just wouldn't look right because you can't get the depth you would want it to appear like it's real up on the hill. So, but anyway, without further ado, we'll get into it and hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to get back to trying to do some more things here in the next week or so. I've been working on a design for a 3D printed conveyor for Bubba's Sand and Gravel. And if it works out, then I'll show that to you. But anyway, let's get on with the show this time. Thanks. So over on the side that you're looking at right now, this is a mixture of, that's a kit, DPM kit if I remember right. There's a mixture of some 3D printed background buildings that I did a few years ago. Some of the signs have fallen off over the couple of years. There's a trackside flat back in there. This is I think another one of the I think that's a Woodland Scenics building that was, I think it was Woods Furniture. It's Sunbeam Bread now. I just converted it over. And some of the extra parts on the building themselves are 3D printed. And then here, from here over, some of the industrial buildings, those are trackside flats. That's continuing over this way. I'm using my old tripod, which I think the thing is like 50 years old. I probably eventually need to get a new one. These are more some of the up through that first couple of buildings. Those were existing, and then from here over to there, those are the newer ones that I got a couple of weeks ago. This is that building, I did post that up on Facebook. This is a 3D printed flat. It's done with a SCAD program that allows you to create buildings of various heights, widths, different types of windows, with or without a cornice on it, doors. And I just decided that since the room that was left was not enough, and I'm going to show you some buildings on the other side, to move some of the flats I had on the other to the right side of the station building over to here. It was about 8.5 inches, and that building is about 7. And I used white paper for the blinds or whatever you want to call it. There's yellow paper there to show lights on, and then black to show that the lights are off. So, and I just tried to mix it up. There is a building, an apartment building that's actually on the right side of the actual Union Station, but this one fit here better, so I just decided to put it there. Back in the transition era, if you want to say 40s, 50s, this was actually a park area over here, and with a hill that went up. So it's close, but it's not really what it looked like originally. But like I say, everybody, it's your own railroad, so you kind of do what you want and get put there what fits. So we'll now move to the other side, and I'll show you some of the other buildings. Of course, everybody's seen my Union Station. This is all 3D printed. There's the REA Express building here in the front. That's 3D printed. It's all done in PLA. These three buildings here, they're apartments from Trackside Flats. And at one time that's the US Post Office. That's about really where it's supposed to be in real life. It was actually back a little farther and probably at an angle, and that's 3D printed. These three are Trackside Flats. I can't put any buildings really behind this part here of the REA Express. There isn't any room. That building's right up against the wall. So there's no foam board area where I can slide a building in there. So I might put some clouds there, in the future. And of course, here's the Broadway Bridge. There is there's three Trackside Flats there. That's a kit I built a long time ago. I just stuck it there to hide something in the corner. And then these buildings over on this side, these are from PTF Designs. And I have to hook up the electrical wiring to probably use the Just Plug system, because they will work with that. They're just LEDs in there. But the thing that I did with those is I got him to add names of industries that I wanted. Maggie's Foods is one of them. That's kind of namesake for my wife. VNS Printing is kind of an honor to my mother, Virginia, who's passed away a couple of years ago. And S was her dog, Sugar. And then the next building is the Miracle Chair Company, and that's kind of in honor of John Allen's layout and Bruce Chubb's original Sunset Valley, because they both had the Miracle Chair industry on there. But anyway, that's kind of the buildings, and I do have a mixture, as I said, in this whole Union Station area of 3D printed and commercially available flats where I can put them. So, but anyway, thank you for watching, and I appreciate all the kind words about my shoulder. It's just going to be what it is, when you get to be old, there's some things I can't do anymore. So, but anyway, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you. Bye.